Hey guys, this is a SmokeGard 770 smoke detector. And this is one that I got just today. Um, Now I actually had bought this a while ago, and it didn't arrive until today because of other complications that I had. But yeah, this is an original SmokeGard unit made by Statitrol Corporation. Of course, this was made by Duane Pearsall, who was the inventor of the home residential smoke detector, and this is actually the hardwired version of the Model 700, which was the very first battery-operated residential ionization smoke detector. Um, and this one is essentially the same exact thing as the 700 with a few slight differences. And I may be wondering what this thing is. This here is the trim ring, and it's actually factory. It's made, Statitrol made this to go with the unit, and what it does is it goes over the base here, and it kind of just covers the box, so it would look like that on the ceiling. But yeah, it's not like permanently attached or anything. So on the bottom, you can see the mounting bracket right here, and I'll just go ahead and take that off if I can get it. Just turns off. If I could get it off, that would be... let me pause the camera really quickly. Okay, I have no idea why it was just so hard to get off. When I removed it before, it was not that hard to get off. I had to use a screwdriver and actually push on it. But here's the bracket. It's metal, you can hear. And then once you remove the bracket, you can see the label. Now on the 700, this actually is a flap that opens up and gives you access to the battery compartment. But on the 770, this part is permanently attached with these star screws. So there's the label, as you can see, Model 770. I don't know if there was a 770A or other ones, but yeah. And of course, it contains radioactive material. Surprisingly, it does not say, well, actually it does right there, Statitrol Corporation. But there's some interesting information on here. It doesn't have the Statitrol logo, which is something that I noticed was on the 700. But yeah, test your SmokeGard weekly. And serial number 7411006. And there's the UL listing. This one is UL listed. I know some of the earlier ones did not have a UL listing. I don't know if this one's factory mutual listed because I don't see the factory mutual logo. It would be on the back here on the 700, but I'm not sure if this was factory mutual. But yeah, so the front of it looks basically the same. It's got your gold heat printed Statitrol logo and the SmokeGard brand logo. And then here's your sensitivity and test knob. Basically, when you turn it this way, it adjusts the sensitivity to being more sensitive, and then when you back it off, it makes it less sensitive. And then when you go all the way down to 1, that's when it's in test mode. Or, sorry, actually, no, wrong way. When you go all the way up to 14, then it's in test mode, because the way they have it kind of oriented here is weird. They say test is that way, but it's actually you turn the knob that way. So, there's also this little hole right here, and this was not on the 700A. That is an LED indicator. So when the detector is connected to power, a little LED lights up red in there. Now, the horn is down here. It's a regular electromechanical squealer horn. It's not a delta alarm, and it's not a Kobishi. I don't know what it is. I know that SmokeGard used delta alarms in their 800 series, the later models. And they used the Kobishi ones in their 907s, the hardwired models. And then the sensor's right in here behind that wire mesh you can see. And then the rest of it, the circuitry is in here, and there's also a transformer inside of here. in the battery compartment there's a transformer, which you can kind of see if you look really closely in there. I don't know. But, yeah, so this is a transformer run unit. So basically all they did is they took a 700 and they just bolted a transformer in where the batteries go and connected it with that. So I think it's a... Oh, and added the LED indicator. So I think it's a pretty neat little unit. It's definitely a lot smaller than I expected it. When I saw those videos online, I thought it would be huge, but it's really not that big. It looks kind of like a siren. It's a very cool design. I really love the way these look. It looks almost like a siren or like a cup, like a coffee cup or something. But it's a really cool design. And this is, yeah, the very first design of residential ionization smoke detector. So this is definitely a very, very rare model. I've never actually seen a 770. I've seen 700As before, but not in person. But I've never seen a 770 in the wild or anywhere. I knew they existed because I'd seen them in some old ads. And obviously this one was succeeded by the SmokeGard 3. Was it SmokeGard 2? I think it was SmokeGard 2, the model... can't remember the model number. 730? 720? I can't remember. It was the one that had the kind of spaceship-looking thing. But yeah, so I have powered this up. It does power up and the LED turns on. But however, the test knob here does not work. And I also tested it with some smoke. And it doesn't sound when it's tested with smoke either. So I think it's had the same exact thing happen to it that happened with the old 800A that I used to have, where it just loses all its sensitivity, which is very unfortunate. And I tried cleaning it and everything. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and power it up and just show it to you powered on now. There is a way to test it, make it sound a little bit, but it's not really, it's not like, it's weird. But I'll just go ahead and power it up for you right now. Okay, so here's the unit all powered up. Actually, there, now it's powered up. I'm using a switch line cord, which the switch is kind of weird. But you can see right there the LED is glowing to indicate that the unit is powered, if this thing would ever focus. There you go, you can see it in there. Now the testing knob, like I said, does not work anymore. So this is all the way down to its lowest sensitivity right there. And this is its highest sensitivity. Now, here's the interesting part. I did just light this candle and attempt to test it, and it did sound. But it sounds weird, and I will let you hear that right now. So let me try this again. Hopefully it'll work. This lighter was giving me issues before. Oh my god. You know what, I'm going to light it on the floor so I don't light my bedspread on fire. That would probably be a smart idea. Okay. Now I'm going to move the unit down here and blow it out, blow out the candle. Let's try that again. It did just work. I'm not sure why it's not working now. Oh my god. Okay. Just let it build up a little bit of smoke there. Okay. Oh, it's chirping. See, it is sensing some of it, so that's kind of the sound it makes. It only, like, chirps a lot. I still think its sensitivity is kind of dead. Like, I never got it to, like, fully go off. I'm having more problems with this lighter than I am with the unit. If I had some matches, I would use those. I was probably able to set it off better. But give me 1 second while I get this lighter working. Okay, hopefully it'll go off this time. Like, fully. At least as full as I can get it. Yeah, so that's basically all it does. It just kind of chirps like that, which is sounds okay, but I really would like it if it went like sounded at full blast. So yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's pretty worn out. It's a shame though, because this is such a rare unit, but I guess it has a kind of cool sound. It's definitely your regular squealer sound. Sounds just like the 700A, probably, because of the transformer. It's probably rectified, too. Well, actually, I'm not sure. That sound, because if it wasn't rectified, it would sound more like the Honeywell TC49A, or the GE 8201, or 8202-001. I'm not sure. So, yeah. That's about it for this video. So that is... Also, this is probably going to be my very last new product that I've got in, because obviously I can't really order anything else right now in the time of the age of the plague. It took long enough for this to get here. I also couldn't do an unboxing because I obviously had to disinfect this entire unit. I had to disinfect the packaging and the unit itself. So the unit does not have any, it's not dirty or anything. But yeah, so that's it for this video. So that is the Statitrol SmokeGard 770. Thank you for watching, and more to come.